Yeah, go ahead.
So, as a conservative, there's a...
Okay, no, we're going to win. Okay, thank you.
So the larger conservative movement, is basically based around smaller government, cracking down on waste, fraud, and abuse, and sort of getting a more efficient sort of bang for our buck as taxpayers.
Right.
I mean, that's probably a good definition of conservatism.
Yeah, sure.
So there's a lot of critics who charge that this industry is actually involved in a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse. And as a conservative, if you're arguing for them getting more federal money, that you're actually going against conservative principles.
Well, what I'm for is making sure that education is available and accessible to all of our students that would like to be able to be productive and be able to get the training they need to get a job. The problem,
right, but the default rates in this industry are much higher than other ones, and you're arguing for more federal money for them. I mean, isn't that a sort of a bailout for them?
As a matter of fact, these are non-traditional students who have greater difficulty in getting access to education.
But all the independent studies show that these universities are much worse for those students than traditional universities, and you're arguing that they should get more federal money.
As a matter of fact, I don't think every student should get a degree in history or political science. I think they need to get training to be able to go to work in a hospital or in a shipyard, for instance. In my state, if you learn to be a carpenter or heavy equipment operator or some trade, a plumber.
And yet all that the administration was recommending was making sure that these schools are providing a good education, and if they aren't, they should get cut off.
Look,
they should get cut off from this money.
Were you in the room when I was speaking?
Oh, I was definitely in the room.
Okay, and I was saying, you need to make sure that you address concerns.
But should schools with these astronomical default rates keep getting our taxpayer dollars?
Well,
I mean, isn't that a waste of taxpayer dollars?
Have you checked on higher education loans and default rates of those?
In the actual documents that the administration is showing that they have higher default rates.
Well, yeah.
My last question
get access to
my last question is: are you willing to disclose how much you're getting paid by the industry?
Look, I've answered your questions, and it's a matter of public record, by the way. Just check the record.
But as a conservative, you shouldn't be arguing for more taxpayer dollars for a corrupt industry.